Elon Musk paid less in taxes than you did last year. Jeff Bezos too. And before you get angry, you need to understand something. They're not breaking any laws. They just know the rules that nobody taught you. There's a tax code sitting out there, thousands of pages long, and hidden inside it are legal ways to pay almost nothing in taxes. Billionaires use these strategies every single day. Their accountants know every loophole, every deduction, every trick in the book. And here's the crazy part. Most of these strategies aren't just for billionaires. Regular people can use them too. You've just never been told about them. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how the wealthy legally avoid taxes, and more importantly, how you can start using the same playbook. Let's start with the hard truth. You're getting destroyed by taxes, and you don't even realize it. Every time you get paid, the government takes their cut before the money even hits your bank account. Income tax, Social Security, Medicare, it's all gone before you can touch it. Then when you buy something, sales tax. When you own a home, property tax. When you invest and make money, capital gains tax. You're getting hit from every angle. Now here's what makes it worse. The more money you make from your job, the higher your tax rate goes. Work harder, get a raise, move up in your career. Congratulations! Now you owe an even bigger percentage to the government. You're being punished for success. But billionaires? They're paying 15%, sometimes 20%, and in some cases almost nothing. You're sitting there paying 30 or 40% of your income, while someone worth billions pays less than you do. How does that make any sense? It sounds like cheating, but it's not. They're just playing a completely different game with completely different rules. And the biggest problem is that nobody ever taught you these rules exist. That's called earned income, and it's taxed at the highest rates. Billionaires make money from investments, businesses, and assets. The tax code rewards people who own things, not people who work for things. Own a business? Lower taxes. Own stocks? Lower taxes. Own real estate? Lower taxes. Just work a regular job? Get ready to hand over a huge chunk of your paycheck. Here's a perfect example. Let's say you make $100,000 from your job. You're paying somewhere around 25 to 35% in taxes, depending on where you live. That's $30,000 gone. Now, let's say a billionaire sells some stock and makes $100,000. They pay 15%. That's $15,000. Same amount of money, but they keep twice as much as you. Why? Because the government wants to encourage investing and business ownership. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Billionaires don't even sell their stocks most of the time. You know what they do instead? They borrow against them. It's called a securities-backed loan. Let's say you own $1 million in stocks. Instead of selling them and paying taxes, you go to a bank and borrow $500,000 using your stocks as collateral. The bank gives you cash. You just got $500,000 and paid zero taxes on it. You might be thinking that sounds crazy, but it's completely legal. Rich people live off loans while their assets keep growing in value. They never sell, so they never pay taxes. And when they die, their kids inherit everything at the current market value, which means all those gains disappear for tax purposes. It's called the step-up in basis, and it's one of the most powerful loopholes in existence. But wait, there's more. Billionaires also use something is depreciation. Let's say you buy a building for $1 million to rent out. The tax code lets you claim building loses value over time, even if it's actually up in value. So you get to deduct that loss from your income. You're making money from rent, but on paper you're showing a loss. Less income on paper means less taxes. Your building is worth more every year. You're collecting rent checks, but the IRS thinks you're losing money. Then there's the business strategy. When you buy something for yourself, you use money that's already been taxed. But when you own a business, you buy things before taxes. Need a car? The business buys it. Need a phone? Business expense. Going to dinner to meet a client? Business expense. All of that comes out of your income before taxes touch it. Employees pay for everything with after-tax money. Business owners pay for everything with pre-tax money. Huge difference. And let's talk about real estate for a second. There's a rule called the 1031 exchange. If you sell a property and buy another one, You don't pay taxes on the profit. You can keep doing this forever, building a massive real estate empire, and never pay a dime in capital gains tax. You just keep rolling your money from property to property. This is how real estate investors build serious wealth without the tax man taking a cut. Charitable donations are another big one. Billionaires donate millions to charity and get massive tax deductions. But here's the trick. They donate appreciated assets, not cash. Let's say you bought stock for $10,000 and now it's worth $1 million. If you sell it, you pay taxes on $990,000 in gains. But if you donate the stock directly to charity, you get to deduct a full $1 million and you never pay taxes on the gains. You look generous, you get a huge tax break, and you avoid capital gains tax completely. So, what you need to understand, the tax system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. It's designed to reward people who own businesses, invest in assets, and take risks. It's designed to take money from employees and give breaks to owners and investors. You can keep being angry about it, or you can start using these same strategies. You don't need to be a billionaire to benefit from this. Start a side business, even a small one. Buy some real estate, even if it's just one property. Invest in stocks and hold them long-term instead of trading constantly. Use a retirement account that gives you tax advantages. Write off your business expenses. Learn about depreciation. Use the tools that are available to you. The wealthy aren't smarter than you. They just have better advisors, and they know the rules. Now you know them too. The only question is whether you're going to keep playing the game as an employee or start playing it as an owner. Look, I'm not saying don't pay your fair share. I'm saying don't pay more than you have to. The government literally wrote these rules into the tax code. They want you to start businesses. They want you to invest. They want you to build wealth. So they reward you for it with lower taxes. Every single strategy one just told you about is completely legal.